Hey guys, welcome back to the Outdoor Navigator. So I don't know if you've noticed, but it's getting that time of year. The days are starting to get shorter. The air is starting to get crisp. The leaves, they're starting to fall off a little bit. So, you know what that means? That means it's time to start some camping out in that nice cool air with that campfire. Time to get out there and get hiking. Fall fishing is coming on. And I'll tell you what else. Hunting season. Speaking of seasons, there's another season coming up right now. Boat buying season. Particularly kayak buying season. So, in today's episode, I'm going to tell you about buying a used kayak and what you need to look for, because there's some good deals out there, and hey, you need to get one of them. So, stand by and I'll tell you all about it. Hey guys, welcome back to the Outdoor Navigator. So, to start with today, I'm going to talk a little about something that I like a whole lot. And you know what that is? It's money. Now, unfortunately, this time of year, I've done spent all my money on fishing tackle, so I don't have a whole lot. But, you know, it's also that kind of time of year that I start getting that itch. You know, I'm wanting me a new boat. I start looking around, and then I see the prices of new boats, and then I change my mind real quick. But what I found in the past is you don't have to give up that easy. Okay? There's plenty of used boats out there that, you know, some guy has fished in all year, and he's sitting there just like me going, man, you know, I wish I had something else. I wish I had this. I wish I had that. You know, we're never satisfied. We're always looking for something new. And I found that, you know, to be the case with me when it comes to boats. I mean, I'm always looking for the next one. And maybe the first one you bought wasn't everything that you wanted, but you've had some time, you've saved up some money, okay, and now you can upgrade. So, hey, buying used is an awesome idea. The only thing with buying used, okay, you got to be careful, okay, because you're going out there and you're buying a boat from somebody else. More than likely, you don't know them, okay? The boat probably doesn't come with any kind of warranty. Most of the time, the only warranty you're going to get is the tail light warranty. You know, hey, man, you know, as long as I can see your tail lights, man, you're covered. Oh, looks like he's out of sight, no tail lights, warranty over. You know, it's a buy as is. I mean, that's most of the time, that's how it goes. So, you know, you got to be smart, okay? First thing to do, figure out what you want. Do you want to sit in, or do you want to sit on top? Okay, you going to fish in it, or you just going to paddle in it and do some touring? Okay, do you want a paddle kayak? Do you want a pedal kayak, pedal drive, or do you want a powered kayak? You know, do you want one that's got the ability to put a motor on? Okay, but if you do that, you know, don't forget, you might have to register it. So, you know, check your local regulations and find out. But, you know, you want to do some considering. You know, how big a boat can I handle? Okay, think about weight. You know, am I going to be able to lift this up, put it in my truck? Am I going to be able to lift it up, put it on this car topper? Am I going to need a trailer? Okay, how long is it? You know, where am I going to store it? Do I have room to store this big old boat? You might want to check with your wife and see if she's okay with it. That'd be smart, because you get in trouble real quick. So anyway, you've made your decision, you've done your research, you found the one that you want, you called whoever it is and said, all right, man, I'll be over to buy it. You're not obligated to buy anything. And always remember that. When you go over there, you don't have to buy that. Okay? Give it the once over, and if you see something you don't like, hey, walk away from it. Okay? Don't waste your money. You don't want to get into something that you ain't going to like. Okay? So, what I'm going to do is this is a used kayak that I bought, but I'm going to walk up here and I'm going to show you kind of the walk around that I do and what I look for when I go to buy used. So So stand by and we'll look at this boat. Alright guys, so we're going to look at this boat. Now what you want to do before you even get there is you want to develop a systematic way to check it. Okay? Very methodical. Same way every time. And you should develop something like this anyway, so that when you get done fishing, you know, you should go around and check your boat. You should actually do it every time, you know, check your boat and make sure you don't have any problems. Because it's better to find them here than to find the problems out on the lake. So develop a system of checks and do it the same way every time. Systematic, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to start a systematic check. I'm going to start out right here in the front of the boat, okay? First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down the side of the boat and come up the other side of the boat. And that's all I'm going to look at. Alright, so I'm looking down the side, and what I'm looking for, okay, is any really deep scrapes, okay, on this boat. Now this has some scrapes on it, but you know, there's nothing that I'm concerned about, nothing all that deep. Alright, so I'm just looking around. Alright, I come up here, I find a handle here on the side. I'll go ahead and check and make sure it's good and secure. Okay, I'm going to come on down the boat. Alright, when I get here to the end, I'm going to look here at this side. Here's another handle. I'm going to check it. It feels good. Alright, coming down the side, same thing. Alright, you're looking for any deep scratches. I don't see any. Alright, look here. I have a paddle holder. Okay, something's hanging off this. Okay, this may come into contact with something. So I want to look around it and make sure that I don't see anything that might concern me. Okay, make sure I don't see any cracks, any hairline cracks or fractures. Alright, keep coming down the side. Here's another handle. Check it. Alright, keep coming down. Whoa, looky there. Outdoor Navigator. It's bound to be a good boat. Alright, keep on going. Okay, you're feeling too. You know, you may not see it, but you may feel it. Alright, come on down. Alright, look back down the side just from a different perspective. I don't see anything. Everything's looking pretty good. Alright, now I'm going to check the inside. And I'm just going to break it down, okay? This hemisphere and this hemisphere. So I start out up here at the front, okay? I've got my drain plug. I'm going to go ahead and unscrew it, pull it out, look at it, make sure this seal's good. Alright, everything looks good on that. Screw that back in. Alright, here's the handle. I'm going to check it, make sure that handle's good and secure. Alright, look here. I've got a cover here, okay, with some storage area. I'm going to go ahead and take this off, okay. Look at these straps, everything looks good. Now if you see, got a bunch of screws in this. You might want to bring your screwdriver with you and check all those screws and see if any of them are stripped out. Okay, look at this lid, everything looks good. Okay, it's got a bungee on it, that looks good back. Alright, now when I look inside the hull, I shouldn't see any water. Okay, if you're seeing water, okay, obviously water's getting in, and that's not a problem that I want, so I'll probably walk off from there. Give it the smell test, okay? Does it smell moldy or anything in there? Nope, that one smells good. It smells like plastic. Alright, so now as I keep on coming down the side, and I'm doing half, I'm splitting it in half. Alright, so I'll look inside here. Alright, and what I'm looking for is any kind of little hairline fractures, okay? Because the sun, you know, it dries these polyethylene kayaks out. It dries them out and they get cracking. You know, feel of it, you know, see if the, you know, it should feel nice and smooth. If the guy's maintaining it, or the girl, or whoever you're buying it off of, you know, if they're maintaining it, it should be really smooth. Alright, I'm going to look down inside of it. Now see these pads? This is where somebody's standing, so that's where we've got weight. And wherever you got weight, okay, you got pressure, okay, that's where you might develop an issue. So look around, make sure you don't see any cracks, okay. Make sure wherever you're at, you got good lighting, okay. So that way you can see everything. If it's not good lighting, bring you a flashlight, you know, so you can look better. Alright, now back here, this is where the seat goes. What's the seat mean? That's where somebody's hind end sitting, and that's where some weight is. So I want to look all around this and feel, make sure I don't feel any cracks or anything. Okay? Now, got these foot braces. I want to make sure these foot braces move back and forth very freely. Okay, make sure that they lock. Okay, also, you look down inside here, you got these scupper holes. Okay, this one here has actually got the plugs in it. Now, should I just leave the plugs in there and just assume that everything's good? Nope. Take those out. All right, take your fingers, feel down in there. Make sure you don't feel any cracks or anything feels strange. Okay, make sure you look, because you may not feel it, but you might be able to see it. Okay, I don't see anything. Got these gear tracks here. Okay, gear tracks, that's where you hang stuff. Okay, and whenever you hang stuff, you got weight. Okay, sometimes it's flexing back and forth. Okay, you might get some issues. That's where you might get a crack at. So make sure you look, make sure everything looks good. All right, keep on moving back. We're moving on back. We got a lot of surface area. Okay, we're looking at it, we're feeling. Got these rod holders here. You know, looking down in there. Does everything look good? I get back here, okay, to this tank well in the back. I got more scupper holes. All right, I'm gonna reach in there, feel around, make sure I don't feel anything. All right, everything's looking good. Okay, I got my little cord here to tie in with. I'm going to look at it. Any straps I got at all. You know, you want to look at them, make sure they're serviceable. Make sure they're serviceable and functional. Okay. So I come on around. Everything's still looking good. Same thing going up this other side. You know, you're feeling and you're looking. Okay. You're looking all around it, because you get a different perspective as you're going around. So just keep looking. All right, everything's looking good. I'm looking for cracks. Okay, pulling out these plugs on this side. Feeling down in there. I don't feel nothing. Feels good. All right. Check this side. Everything seems to be working with these foot braces. All right, my gear tracks. I'm looking around them. Make sure I ain't got any cracks. Okay, everything looks good on top. All right, guys, we got it flipped over. So now we're going to check this, and it's the same thing. You know, systematic, doing it the same way every time. So I'm going to start up here, okay, in the front, and I'm going to go down the side. I've changed my perspective, so I might see something I didn't see the other way. All right, I'm looking for any really deep scratches. I don't have any real deep ones. I'm feeling along the way. Okay. All right, everything looks good. Coming on around. Come back down this other side. Look there, another outdoor Navigator sticker on this one. That's what I'm talking about. All right, keep on coming down. Everything's looking good. All right, so I checked the sides. Now I'm going to check the bottom. All right, and I'm going to break it down into hemispheres again. So I start out checking here, and look, first thing I run into, all right, I've got this keel guard. That's when you might want to start asking questions. Say, hey, what's this made out of? You know, is it just a piece of tape? Okay. No, you know, this one here, this made out of Gorilla Tape. Okay, I got Gorilla Tape, and underneath here, there's a big piece of rubber hose. Okay. Well, you know, I start asking questions. So did you have any issues? I mean, why'd you put it on there? You know, got any big scrapes or anything I need to know about? No. You know, don't be afraid to ask questions. You know, do a little investigating. All right. So now I'm gonna come down. I'm checking this hemisphere, this side. All right. Everything looks good. Okay. I got a little transducer mount there. That seems to be good. That's when you can check those screws. Make sure they're not stripped out. Okay. I'm looking and feeling along the bottom, looking to see if I see any big major issues. Okay. I don't see any. Here's these scupper holes again. Okay, feel around in them. You got a different perspective now. Feel around. Make sure you don't feel any cracks inside there. All right, checking those. All right, back here in the back. This boat has a removable skid plate back here in the back. I'm looking at it. It don't look too bad. Doesn't look like this boat's been drug around too much. Okay, coming up this other side, checking this hemisphere. All right, I'm going to check these scupper holes. I'm feeling, I'm looking, okay, and everything looks good. So, you know, I gave it the once over, and I don't see any major issues. So that's good, because I own this boat, so that is good. So, all right, and last but not least, all right, you want to check your seat. I took it out earlier so I could see down inside there, but you don't want to forget that. And any other additions that they may be selling with it. You know, they may be selling electronics with it, paddles with it, you know, whatever accessories. Check those out too and see if they're in working order. So, all right, so when it comes to this seat, okay, you want to check the fabric. You may have a little bit of fading, okay, due to the sun, but that's okay. But you want to make sure you check for dry rot. Okay, you want to check all the stitching, okay, make sure none of it's tore out. You know, check it on top. Check your straps, okay, make sure none of the buckles, okay, make sure none of the buckles are cracked or any of the screws or rivets, okay, anywhere in the chair, okay, make sure none of those are bad. You know, check the other side of it, check up here at the top, okay, make sure you don't have any bad fraying or anything, okay, where it's getting older. And then, you know, pull it out and look at the bottom, okay, same thing, just checking all around all these little plastic connectors, okay, make sure you don't see any cracks in them or anything. You know, just a real thorough look, okay, checking for serviceability, make sure it's serviceable, just make sure everything's in working order, okay. So that's what you want to do, because hey, you're protecting your investment. All right guys, so another thing you want to do before you get there, you want to put some thought into it, okay. What kind of questions am I going to ask? Because you do need to ask some questions. So the best thing to do is to write them down, because if you're like me, I got the OCRS, I can't remember you know what. So I have to write everything down or I'll forget it. Kind of like when I go to the doctor's office. I mean, you know, the doctor's sitting there asking you if you got any questions. You forget, you go home, you're still feeling bad, you Google it, and you got cancer. You know, so, hey, WebMD tells you you're dead every time. All right, so get a list of questions. Some things that I think you should ask. Okay, is everything on the boat in working order? Go ahead and throw that out to them. You know, they may or not give you an honest answer, but hey, go ahead and ask it, and you can kind of listen to them. You can tell if they're BSing you or not. So, ask that question. Is there any warranty on this boat? Okay, manufacturer warranty maybe, or maybe they'll give you a warranty. Say, hey man, you know, if I get out on the water and I have any problems, you gonna stand behind the boat? Okay, like I said, they may give you the tail light warranty, and as soon as they can't see your tail lights, you know, that's the end of it. Do you have a title, okay, or proof of origin? You may need that, okay. In some states, you may have to register your kayak. If you want to put a motor on it later, you might have to have that, okay, to get it registered. It's like in Kentucky, if you want to put a trolling motor on it, then you have to register it, and they're going to be wanting a title, okay. Were there any previous owners? Okay, if there was, you could maybe get their contact information, give them a call, ask them what kind of boat it was. Do you ever get any water inside the hull? That's another one of those, put them on the spot. And if they say, yeah, you know, every once in a while, you know, there's a little bit of water gets in there, but it ain't no big thing. If water's getting in there, you've got an intrusion somewhere. You've got water coming in, and you know what? I don't want none of that. My boats don't have any water getting inside of them. What kind of care or maintenance have you done on it? So, have you done any maintenance, or what kind of care? You know, do you clean it off? Do you put any kind of protectant on it? Because, like I told you, that sun, it wears them out. You know, also take a look around. You know, when you're at their place, look around, look at their truck, look at their house. See what kind of house they keep. See what kind of, you know, how clean is their truck? How clean is some of the other stuff they got? You know, do they take care of their stuff? You know, hey, it's terrible to judge people, but let's be honest, we all do it. And if somebody is, you know, if I can sit there and tell that, you know, all their stuff is all junky and it's obvious they don't keep, you know, they don't keep good care of it, then I'm not going to buy any kind of boat off of them. I'm not going to spend no money there. All right, and consider non-water test, okay? You know, ask your questions, but, you know, also ask, you know, hey, there's a lake right down the road. Can we go down there and put this on the water? Then you can get on it, paddle it around, and see if it suits you or not. You know, that may not be possible, but hey, throw it out there. So, that's the questions I would ask. Alright guys, so that wraps it up for this episode of the Outdoor Navigator. Hope you get something out of it. It's kayak buying season, boat buying season, you know, whatever, kayak, boat, whatever you want to get. But, you know, it's that time of year when people are upgrading and it's a good time to find some good deals. Do your research, do your checks, and you can get a good boat. I bought many used kayaks and, you know, I've never had problems with any of them. When you go to buy one, give it a good once over. And, you know, if you feel good about it, trust your instincts. And, you know, if it's a good deal, it's a good deal. Because you can really get some nice boat. And, you know, hey, next season, if there's something else you want to buy, hey, sell it and go find you another one. That's what I do. So, guys, thanks for stopping by. I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel. And if you got any questions, okay, put them down in the comments. You know, let me know what kind of questions you ask when you go to buy a boat. You know, what do you look for when you're buying used? So, you know, fill me in, because I don't know everything. I'm always learning. So, thanks for stopping by. Navigate yourself outdoors, and I'll see you in the next episode. We'll see you guys. Later.